All right, so we have Professor Monk is going to show you how to don your PPE. That means putting on your PPE. So she has her PPE basket here with everything in it. She's brought to the operatory. First thing that we're gonna don or put on is gonna be the gown. So you wanna make sure that you keep that gown up high. If you see how she's holding it, those strings sometimes are really long, especially for students that are short. You wanna kind of pull off those strings to make sure that they don't hit the floor. And keep that gown off the floor. Just gonna put it on. Perfect. And then there's two ways. So this is a good way to tie in the front and then put it over your head. It's easier to tie it that way. Some people can do it that way, or you can tie it behind your head, whatever's easier to get over. But you wanna make sure that it's nice and good around your neck there. Perfect. And then the strap around the waist here, that is gonna be tied in the back. Sometimes you see people with it tied in the front, and that's not gonna work. So we wanna tie it in the back, make it nice and comfortable. And we see that this is a knee-length gown, which is the appropriate required gown. She's gonna pull over. Perfect. All right. After the gown, she's gonna don her mask. So with your mask, you wanna see there's a dark side and a light side. The light side is gonna go towards your face, and then there's a bendable little metal piece that's gonna go up, so that goes over your nose. So she's gonna loop over her ears, put it on her nose, tighten it down, make sure that it's nice and good on the nose. Perfect, down over the chin, great. Next is gonna be her eyewear. So for this demonstration, we're using googles, which these are googles. It has a plastic frame and a disposable shield. So googles are gonna go on. Perfect. Good, good, good. And now we're gonna hand hygiene because we're going to place our gloves. So she's gonna get some hand sanitizer. So hand hygiene can either be hand sanitizer. If your hands are not visibly soiled, remember we can use hand sanitizer, or we can wash our hands. So she's rubbing that in really good, getting it all rubbed in, making sure her hands are dry. If you don't make sure your hands are dry before you try to place gloves, it's not going to work. It doesn't work. So here we go with the gloves. Open it up, slide her hand in there. Perfect. And then if you see, she's pulling that over the cuff of her gown. Okay, we want everything to stay in place. Great. Now, one thing you want to do when you place gloves is you want to check and make sure that there's no holes in those gloves. Sometimes you get gloves that have little bitty holes in them, so you want to check them, make sure it's good. All right, so that is donning your PPE.